Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of our Cracklem Rosie bus build. In this particular episode, we're going to go through a few things, but to start with, we've got the air conditioner. The air conditioner it's a hot topic on bus builds because a lot of people tend to just discard their air conditioner, the one that comes with the bus. But we realised that ours was brand new; it'd been put in last year, and so we decided to use it and recirculate it in order for it to cool down just our bedroom area and provide a bit of a feature to the back of the bus. So just here you can see that I'm cutting out some 7mm ply, which we use to box up the air conditioner. Here's the air conditioner, and those black covers there are blocking the black ducts, the plastic PVC ducts that we've cut with just a standard hacksaw, plastic saw, and recirculated. So we've just made them blow out the bottom and the front of the rectangular unit that we've boxed in. It's quite powerful because it's designed to cool down the whole bus. So you've got 4 fans in there that are powering refrigerated air. So it's really fantastic if you know how to vent it correctly. Make sure that you leave gaps for your inlet, which is what we're doing here with the router. The router bit is just cutting in some gaps in order for the intake of the air to be done correctly. And voila, here's what it looks like in the end. We went for like a plastery vent.
So with the air conditioning done, we then got to doing the back bedroom wall. Now I found this stained glass window at a recycled shop and I really wanted to incorporate it in the bus build. And I thought, given the fact that on the Rosa buses, you've only got the one single door at the back that opens. It's not the double big opening. And so I thought we could build a big wall at the back there with that window in the middle. So we got 70 by 35 timber and we made we just encased the window in it, and then we just made a stud wall for the back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put some pine boards all along it to create the wall. And here it is. Now we've left the bottom half open so that we can access it as you would a boot.
So then we got to building the bed base. It's quite a boring bed base, but it was designed to be really structurally sound so it could support the wall. And actually, right about where I'm standing, our batteries are going there, and they weigh about 65 kilos each. So we wanted it to be structurally secure so we could mount plywood to it to mount to our batteries and our inverter and our system. And you're left with a standard double bed base. We went for a double bed over a queen or a king because it just gives you a bit more storage room on the sides, and it doesn't extend too far out. It's like, I think, 100mm shorter.
And then we built just a standard stud wall that will divide our bedroom from the rest of the bus. Now we used 70 by 35 here, and we used an air compressor nail gun. However, I would not advise that because we had a few mishaps with the nails, and screws would just certainly be easier. And also the nail gun tended to split the timber, so I would definitely advise using screws. So we then screwed the stud wall to the actual bed base, to the floor, and to the wheel arches that we have boxed up.
So given that we wanted to get a start on the floor and ceiling, we started doing our wiring. Now, luckily I have a good electrician friend who came and helped us. We went for 15 amp wire, which was about 15 gauge, and I would say about 4mm squared if you're going to use those measurements. But anyway, we went for a simple like crimp method and with like male and female connectors. You can get them from Bunnings. The Nava brand is really good. And I'd also recommend going for double pole wire that has a thick sheath protecting it. And then any sharp edges on the bus, you're best off putting like conduit or rubber around the wire just to protect it again from making contact with the body of the bus.
So with all the wiring done, we then got to insulating the bus. Now we've used R1.5 pink insulation here, and we just, jammed it into the walls, and then what we'll do is we will cover it up with MDF or pine boards. After cutting some lengths of 70 by 35 in half, We then decided to create our L-shaped couch. Now, what we've done is we've cut all the pieces of timber at 45-degree angles, so then we can join them with glue and screws to create a miter joint. Now, because we want the seating to have storage underneath, we wanted it to be accessible from the top and from the sides. So we decided to create another frame slightly smaller than the first that will sit inside it, and then we will attach it with hinges. And so we first just put the hinges onto the frame and drew around it to then chisel out a small indent to put the hinge inside. Then we decided to just reuse some standard bed slats that we've cut to size because this seat is a lot thinner than a standard bed, and we just simply glued and nailed the slats to the inner frame.
And after much tedious work, you're left with a very nice couch that has hinges for access to your storage. And there'll also be some hinges on the front with some doors, so stay tuned, keep watching. There's only 2.5 minutes left. Oh, here we have our baby couch. So this is the connection. It's we created like an L-shape couch. This is the L connection, which goes directly in front of the engine. And here we are creating the legs. As you can see, I'm hinging on some what used to be kitchen doors that we've repurposed. And all of the treated pine you see there will be painted white once it's all installed. And then we'll have the doors in the center and multiple access points. There'll be 3 access points per chair. So it's a, really easy to access storage and comfortable seating environment. Front storage means that you don't have to take all the cushions off when you want to access some of the storage.
Thanks for watching!
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to